Cosmic beings, welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. My name is Devon, and I will be doing a collective message today, so that take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right. What does the collective need to hear? Also, really quick, thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support on the channel. The likes, shares, comments, subscribes, and the donations all really do help out. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, what's going on for the collective? What the collective needs to hear today. Hey, we've got the anxiety card. So, okay, what I just heard, for some of you, you could be picking up this anxious energy from the collective. So take what resonates. If you are struggling with your mental health in any way, seek out professional assistance. I'm not offering medical advice, mental health advice, anything of that nature. But basically, what could be happening is you could be picking up the anxiety from the collective right now. Okay. So, yeah, if you're feeling a lot of kind of anxiety and things like that, and you're thinking about it and you're like, there's really not logical reasons I should be feeling this way or something like that, and it doesn't quite feel like it's yours. If you just release any and all energy that is not yours, and then you can also do it to where you release any and all energy that is not for your highest good. Just simply doing that and bringing your energy back into yourself, and then kind of like do a shield or something of that nature around you, of like divine light, basically, that will definitely help. And if you start to notice, you're feeling these weird feelings, and then you're like, where's this coming from? And then you release any and all energy that is not yours, and you instantly feel different or better, then that's a pretty good sign that you're picking up collective anxiety. And right now, with everything going on in the collective, it is normal to pick up on real dense emotions right now. A lot of us who are on the path are picking up from the collective emotions that are being suppressed or repressed at a collective level. So just kind of know that. Yeah, especially if you're an empath, you pick up on energies, things like that. The collective is real wonky right now. So just, keep releasing what isn't yours and pulling your energy back into center, and that will definitely help. Oh, and then we've got the Angel of Strength, and I'm being called to read it. So, let's see here. Okay, there we go. Personal power and inner strength. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. Okay. Hmm. We've also got the Temple Path card. Wow, okay. All right, so we've got the Temple Path, Angel of Balance, and Cornucopia. Okay, the Temple Path card is, I think of it as the path back to self. It's really about going within and connecting with that authentic part of you, your soul, your higher self, whatever you work with, whatever you term it. But it's really about walking that path back to you, back to self. Um, but I'm also being called to read a little bit of this one. So it says that this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has in mind for this lifetime. This is here to tell you what you're going through now is all part of your soul's process. You are on the path and heading in the right direction, and the choices you make now are important for personal growth and life lessons. Um, the lights around the temple represent the spirit world, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful life expanding time, so keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. And what this is ultimately leading to is this cornucopia card, which for me is the dream reality card. It's the manifestation card. It's literally like the abundance card, but it's abundance in all areas of life. So this is really leading you to the life of your dreams. In whatever that is for you. We all have different dreams. We all have different things we want to experience, and that's how you know it's for you. If it's something that you've tried to let go and it just keeps coming back, then it's part of what your soul wants to experience in this lifetime, whether that's a career, location, traveling experiences, certain people, a certain type of relationship, like a certain type of romantic relationship. Just take it as it resonates, but if it's something that you always come back to, even if you try and let it go, that's indicative that your soul wants to experience it in this lifetime. So you're being called to walk this temple path and allow yourself to really embody this dream reality. And what that's going to require from you is pulling out of this anxiety energy the best that you can and really tap into this strength and balance energy. The angel of balance really reminds me of balancing the inner masculine and the inner feminine within us. We all have both. The feminine energy is the receptive energy. That's where you receive your divine guidance. That's where you receive love, abundance. It's receptive. The masculine energy is action oriented. It's movement forward. It's doing something about it. So it's a balance. So you receive the divine guidance and then you act when you're called to act. And that's that inspired action, the divinely inspired action. And when you're acting from that place, that's when you're really able to truly anchor this type of an energy in when it comes to that dream reality for you. So I just heard, don't be surprised when things that you have wished for and asked for start to really appear for you, or you start to get the opportunities that can lead you there. And so just be open to some of those opportunities. And when it feels right for you to say yes to something, say yes. And equally as important, when you feel it's right for you to decline, decline. Say no. This is really about getting in alignment with your authentic self, walking that temple path, walking that path back to self, embodying this balanced energy, harnessing some of this strength energy, and moving forward in that way. Um, a lot of times, this is going to be something that looks like it's against the grain in some way. It's going to be something that isn't as societally acceptable. This is changing very rapidly, but there still is that element of walking the path less traveled. And so, just know that. And that's where this angel of strength comes in, because it does take a level of strength to go against the grain, to do something that isn't in line with what society tells people that they need to do. So just know that you have divine forces around you that are assisting you in this. And so just keep connecting with that part of yourself. Keep connecting with the divine in whatever way that is for you. Keep getting that insight, because it's leading you to your dream timeline. Which is awesome. which is awesome. Anything else? Maybe. There it is. Okay, so we've got woman holding a heart. So for some of you, what is part of this dream timeline and also a part of walking this temple path is a higher level of love. So I'm not picking up I'm just picking up this is more of a general thing. So if you are a feminine, this could be you really tapping into that heart space and really um being open to the type of love that you wish to experience. For some of you, this could be having a feminine who loves you in that way, who loves you in the way that you want to be loved and is able to receive the love that you give, because that's another big part of this. And for others of you, if you are in a romantic relationship already, this is indicating to me a level up in that relationship as you really anchor in this dream timeline and continue walking this path back to self. So just take it as it resonates, but that is definitely a part of this. Okay, so I wasn't sure if this was really what I was being called to say. As I was shuffling through, I looked down at this card with the woman holding a heart, and I heard, yes, she really does love you too. So that's going to be extra confirmation for somebody. Take it if it resonates. And then I heard, yes, she is holding her heart for you. So again, take it as it resonates. That's going to be pretty specific. Okay. And then we've got the fourth chakra, which is Archangel Raphael on this card. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra. So the color is green. It sits, the actual chakra sits in the middle of the chest. And that is what connects us. It's like it's the point of as above, so below. That's where that connects. And then that's when you're really when you're living from that open heart space, that's when you're really attracting this dream timeline. This is really living in alignment. And this is also something that once you fully open your heart space and you're operating from that place, a dynamic that can happen, and I'm being called to talk about it. So here we go. A dynamic that can happen is if you start sharing from the heart space and you're sharing it with somebody who has a closed off heart space, it can feel like rejection in your energy field. And so, what will happen is you are sharing this open heart space with somebody. They're not able to receive it. And so that energy just kind of fizzles or it kind of bounces back. And then your energy system feels that it's not that reciprocated energy. And then your mind will start to try and come up with all these stories and reasons why that's happening. And it's an energetic thing. So be mindful of that. Be mindful in this. Oh, that could be part of what's causing some of that anxiety too. If you're trying to share from an open heart space to somebody who has a more closed off heart space or who has a lot of um wounding, inner child stuff that's not healed, stuff like that. Just know that there is going to be this weird energetic dissonance that happens, and sometimes our mind interprets that as like anxious or but it can kind of cause that anxiety energy. And what it is you're sharing an energy that isn't being reciprocated. And so if that is happening, that's going to take discernment. And it's also recommended to just really kind of put some boundaries up on what you're sharing with those who have a more closed off heart space. And just, keep reminding yourself, like, if they're not able to really reciprocate that energy, then keep it to yourself until you find people who can reciprocate that energy. Okay. Right. What else wants to come out? We've got victory. And I heard victory is yours and appreciation. So, what I'm picking up is that when you really allow yourself to share openly from that heart space with others who have that open heart space, that's when you're really going to feel true appreciation. Um, and victory is yours. Victory, this card is about achievement and success. Um, I actually haven't seen the appreciation card, so that's pretty cool. This victory card, yes, it's success and achievement. So this with the cornucopia card, this is one of those energies of like stay on the path that you're on, keep doing what you're being called to do, keep operating from that open heart space because you're literally on the path to victory, success, abundance, love. Love is definitely a thread here. So a thread of energy here. So that open, reciprocal, divine love is available for you. Um it's this card says success is on its way and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. This might be a great outer success or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment. Be careful not to rest upon your laurels. Um Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. And I'm feeling for a lot of you, this is the internal work. So this is one of those you've been doing so much internal work that now you're at the place where you're going to start seeing it reflected in your outer reality if you aren't already seeing little bits of evidence of that now. And then the appreciation card, I'm going to read it just because I haven't seen this card. So, okay, this is about choosing gratitude. Um, okay, so in this card, there's okay. Normally I don't read it when it talks about the description of it, but this one's kind of interesting. Well, they all are, but this one is resonant for the message. So this card shows a woman holding a single rose. She enjoys the scent and beauty of the single blossom, yet around and behind her are bramble bushes. She could be focusing on these, worried that she might get caught up in their prickly branches of difficulty. Instead, she's pausing to experience the blessing of this single flower. The sun is breaking through the clouds, shining on her choice and on the tiny buds waiting to open up. This is telling you that you have much to be grateful for, and like the flowering bush behind the woman on the card, there is more to come that you can't yet see. Congratulate yourself for every moment that you choose appreciation. This decision shifts your consciousness from lack to value, and it's guaranteed to bring you more worth and richness in life. So yeah, I really feel like you've really embodied this attitude of gratitude, and that's what's really also helping to pull in this victory in this dream timeline. So that's beautiful. This is a beautiful message. This is a good energy. Holy moly. Yeah, this is really awesome. Okay, so what I also heard too is with this anxiety card, something that could be going on as well. We are going through a collective quantum shift. Not everybody is, but a lot of us on this journey who have been doing the inner work and so on and so forth, we are experiencing a collective quantum shift that is triggered from the this past year of the snake into the year of the fire horse. Now, this isn't something that happens every time we shift like this, but this one is a massive collective quantum shift. And with that, when you go through a quantum shift, it literally requires an ego death. It requires you to release everything that you had an attachment to so that you can bring in everything that your soul desires. It's massive. It's literally this is one of those points in time if you are experiencing this quantum shift, it's one of these points in time where you're going to look back and be like, before that day or before that time frame, I was a completely different person. And now I'm a completely different person. And I'm operating from a completely different level of consciousness and awareness. And I'm experiencing different things in my physical reality. I'm experiencing a life of ease. peace, freedom, abundance, love, harmony, bliss, all those things. Predominantly. Again, it's one we're humans. There's going to be shit. There's going to be, you know, stuff. There's always stuff. That's part of the human experience. But this is really where it's literally operating and living life from a completely different set of everything. Just mindset and expectations and um no no limits is what I'm hearing. So it's that, where the lack mentality and the limiting beliefs aren't running the show anymore. It's expecting things to just work out and to go harmoniously and to experience beautiful connections and travel to beautiful places or, whatever it is that your soul is calling you for. But, it's really about just living in a different way completely. And with that, when we're going through the quantum shift, because we're being asked to release so much, it's literally every part of our identity that we still have an attachment to will be asked to be released. And with that, it can throw us into this anxious energy because it's so unknown. It's unknown to a completely different level when you're talking like an actual full massive quantum shift of this magnitude. We will go through quantum shifts on this journey. But this one, if you're resonating with this part of the message, this is one of the biggest quantum shifts that we're going to experience collectively in our lifetime that we know of now. I'll put it that way because, things are shifting rapidly out there. But, anyways, yeah, so just know that. I feel like that's going to just be a little bit of extra confirmation and clarity for somebody. I don't know if that's going to resonate with everybody, so just take it if it resonates. If you are listening to that and you're like, "Oh, I'm not experiencing that," don't worry because it's one of those things. If you're resonating with the rest of this message, you might be going through this shift without consciously realizing it. Anything else? This is a beautiful energy. I just want to let you know, like this is awesome sauce, man. Okay, what do we have? That was upright. Okay. We've got woman holding a coin upright. So this is a feminine connection in money, health, or value. Okay, so if you resonate with being a feminine, this indicates a successful endeavor regarding your finances or health. If you do not resonate with being a feminine, then this represents a feminine of support or assistance in finances or health. So this person may be giving you financial advice or connecting you with someone who it says who does, but someone who does offer financial advice, I guess. This could be someone you meet where you make your money, like a job, or it may be a person of wealth and value. Either way, this card is telling you to be on the lookout for helpful assistance or even the possibility of new love or friendship connected to a feminine of wealth or business. So take that just, extra confirmation. Okay, then we've got adjacent possibilities. So, what I'm picking up from this is be open to opportunities that are making their way to you right now. Be open to other possibilities that may not initially look like they're in this type of an energy. Use your intuition. Okay. Use your intuition, make sure it's in alignment, and so on and so forth. But what I'm picking up is this might be one of those things where maybe, okay, weird example that just came into mind. Maybe You are looking at somebody as though they can help mentor you in some way, and you go and you seek out this mentorship from this person, and then it turns into a romantic connection or a really deep level soul friendship or something like that. That's kind of what I'm picking up is it's going to be something where you're looking at it like this, and then it actually opens up the doors to a bunch of other opportunities and possibilities for you that you weren't previously seeing. So just be open to opportunities that are making their way to you right now. Is that the message? Okay, well, that is the message. All right. Well, I'm wishing you all the best on this. This is awesome. This is really, really good energy. So just remember to stay in that, attitude of gratitude, stay in that appreciation energy, keep walking the temple path, keep finding balance, tap into that strength and, really just keep operating from that open heart space. And there's no other option but to land on your dream timeline when you do that. So that's beautiful. All right. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. If this resonates, feel free to let me know in the comments below. You can also hit that like button. It does help out the channel, so thank you. And if you would like to see more from me, you can hit subscribe. It is free, and I will see you on the next message. Bye.